Hello students, today we are going to discuss Doppler effect. In Doppler effect, we will see if observer is moving towards sound source or sound source is moving towards observer, how the apparent frequency of the sound wave will change and all. Okay. Before that, we have to understand few basics, right? So tell me one thing, if any wave is moving in any medium, okay, what is going to always constant doesn't matter it's moving in one medium, another medium or wherever. So that is fixed is what? Frequency. If object is going from one medium to another medium, the quantity always fixes frequency. And frequency of any wave depends only on the source. Wavelength, speed will depend on medium, but frequency is always constant. I hope you remember when you studied the basic of refraction, when a light ray is moving air to water or water to air, air to glass, in any medium, its wavelength was changing, its speed was changing, but frequency was constant. Why? Because frequency is a property of source. Once the any wave is get produced, its frequency is constant, it will never change, right? But its wavelength and speed can change. Then what we will discuss in Doppler effect, if frequency cannot change, then why we will consider calculate the change and all. So actually this calculation is about the apparent change. Apparent change means the observer will feel this is the frequency, but actually it will be not. Understood? It's a very similar due to refraction. If you'll see in swimming pool, right? So the apparent depth of swimming pool looks less than the real depth, right? But actually it's not going to reduce the depth. It's an apparent depth that the observer feel from outside the swimming pool, right? In the same way here in Doppler effect, whatever the frequency we will calculate, it will be apparent frequency observed by the observer, not actual sound frequency or any frequency is going to change. Clear? One more thing, very related example I want to ask. Okay, it's not related to Doppler law, but yeah, related to frequency. Tell me, the color of light depend on what? Frequency or wavelength? Think and let me know. Color of any light depend on wavelength or frequency? Obviously, color of light depends on frequency. Why? Suppose you have a red ball you kept in water. When you will observe, it will be red or some other color. Obviously red. It means when any red ball or blue ball you will put in water, its color looks to same to you, right? And what next thing is going to same? Frequency, right? Wavelength will change from water air to water, but frequency constant and color constant. That's why color of any object depend on the frequency of light wave, not on the wavelength. Clear? Okay, now we have to discuss Doppler's effect. Okay, first of all, where it can be used, why we are studying Doppler law. It's a very important, see, in all the field it's important, in science, in defense, in astronomy or astrophysics, or again in medical also it's important. That's why everyone is studying. Suppose nowadays a celestial object is moving, right, and everyone is curious, it's a object came from some other civilization or what, right? Nowadays one celestial object, I forget the name, is coming towards the earth, we are observing. So how we will decide their speed? By the change in frequency by Doppler effect. Okay, that we are going to discuss later. If enemy ship is coming or enemy fighter jet is coming towards your country or your towards base of your country, how you will decide their speed? Again, you have to use Doppler effect. If you have to calculate how the any blood is flowing in your vessels and in your veins and etc., how you will calculate, or how you will find out the change in flow of blood in any particular part of the body? Again, you have to use Doppler effect. So Doppler effect is very useful for multiple calculation, either in defense or in, you can say, in astrophysics or in medical also, right?